Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing the strongest Hecarim build in the meta right now. He does have a lot of viable builds, whether going for Dustblade, Eclipse, Black Cleaver Rush, a Shojin Rush, many viable builds, all slightly better in slightly different situations. With that being said, if you need to be a beefy boy frontline, you're gonna want to go Mana Moon Rush. This item will not make you tanky, but it'll give you all the damage, mana, and ability haste you need to have successful ganks and get plenty of kills in the early game. After that, you're gonna go straight into a Radiant Virtue. The Radiant Virtue is what's going to make you crazy tanky. Whenever you use your R, it gives you yourself and your nearby allies loads of healing. Plus, the item gives you health, armor, magic resist, ability haste, and for every other item you complete, you get 100 extra health. It's a really solid item. So we're going to be going for the Mana Moon into Radiant Virtue. After that, we're going to be looking for Spear of Shojin because it gives health, AD, and ability haste. And then we can itemize into things like Dead Man's Force of Nature, Black Cleaver, anything really. The point is, our team has crazy damage. Every single person on my team has damage output to carry, whether it's Ezreal, Zyra, Kel, or Yone. We do not need to go for a Dustblade or an Eclipse Hecarim. That would be really pointless. We need someone to do the front lining this game, and that person is me. We didn't start with a potion. We went for blue jungle items since the blue one gives Hecarim speed when he touches bushes. Of course, you need to finish it first. Speed is good on Hecarim because your passive gives you more AD the faster you are. I actually cleared that one too heavily. You want to try to keep your Q stacks up in between camps. They don't all fall off at once, so it's not the end of the world. Keeping them up gives you extra AD and a lower cooldown on them. It's going to be speeding up your clear. We'll go ahead and get another point into our Q. Giga creep blocked. We might actually drop a stat because of that. Nope, we don't. One of the best abilities in the game. With just your Q and your W alone, you can full HP clear without a potion. Your W does damage and also heals you, while simultaneously gives you armor and magic resist while active. Super strong. You also heal for damage that your allies take during it as well. It's pretty cool. Go ahead and smite that. Hecarim has one of the fastest clears out of the meta junglers. He certainly has fallen a little bit in the meta because people are still building really greedy lethality builds every single game, even if their team is already high damage. But yeah, Hecarim's pretty good. You can do 310 full clears with leash. Pretty fast. This guy does not have he does not have phase rush. I literally missed him and hit a minion. That's a bit of an oof. Yeah, I don't know why I kill Flash for that, but I probably should have given her the kill. Oh well. Kills are usually better on junglers in the early game. We missed our E onto a minion. Should have done select champions only. His shield's about to fade. I'll fight this with W on. Juke out the Q. He dashes away. That's fine. That is okay with me. Down goes the Yasuo. We can get double scuttle off this. Lee Sin's full clear is one of the slower full clears in the game right now. Can absolutely not match a Hecarim. I'll leave these minions where they are. They're pushing into my laner. He'll come back and get all of those. There's no need for him to TP there. That was pretty pointless. Soul support. Don't know about that one. I have a feeling this is going to be a 15-minute FF type of game. I don't think soul support's really viable. I've seen it do quite well mid and top. Wait, no, just mid specifically. We still have plenty of mana. We'll continue our full clear. Jason's trying to force something top side. Phase Rush makes her ganks way more successful. Conquer helps more for solo fights to the death. But for ganks, since people are trying to get away from you, mobility from Phase Rush is a bit more useful. Vladimir should have taken Phase Rush, but if he went for Phase Rush, he would have a really bad time laning against a Kel. His Phase Rush does 0 damage. It's only mobility. No way, that misses. Are you serious? He was literally in my queue. This wolf has got hacks on, man. Got legit cheats. I'll go ahead and soak this wave real quick. Go ahead and back. Yone would have missed every single minion but 1 or 2 there. Literally, He got 1 minion, so yeah, he would have gotten 2 extra minions, or I could have 7. Go ahead and grab tier and go straight into our Mana Moon. Grab as much of it as we can. Grab a control word. Nice thing about Mana Moon Rush, it's only a 2,900 gold item. Fairly inexpensive compared to your other options. Most of your other options are around 3,300, 3,400. Not very cheap. Not at all. With tier, you can maintain your mana much better. Without tier, you'll run out of mana constantly. That's why tier is Hecarim's highest win rate item rush out of any item in the game. On all of his builds, in fact. So level 6, 6 minutes in. Really early for jungler. I'm going to run Ghost for this. I'm going to click on his head ahead of time so we don't click on a minion. Down he goes. And of course, we're going to leave this stuff for Cal. We want her to get all the gold she can. And you may say, well, why not let her get full XP? First of all, she's going to push the wave really slow. Secondly, we're kind of going carry mode here. I want this to be pushed, and for Vlad to lose XP, I want him to be forced to come back topside while I pressure the rest of the map. They did get Dragon off that. It's kind of unfortunate. Yasuo finds the solo kill. That's really bad. QW on him. I still have my R. We'll drop it at point blank range. We kind of auto attacked into R there, so our auto was already on cooldown when we went in for that. Very solid. I'm missing a bit of health. Okay, we see where the Lee Sin is. He's kind of... Ooh, he's got level 6. If he didn't get level 6 there, I would have fought him while he was on some of his cooldowns there. Let's get our Q back up. Let's get it stacking. Got it. That was nasty. Run into him with our Eon. Hit him with a Q. Keep our Q up. You can use any of your abilities while you're on your E, but when you auto attack, it will end your E. Your E is a dash. You can go over walls with it technically, as long as you can see your enemy target. And it attaches to them as well a little bit. We don't need to reset, even though we have a decent amount of gold. Our full clear is up right now. We have a lot of opportunities on the map. Hecarim's one of the best clear junglers and gank junglers in the game. He's one of the fastest full clears and some of the most consistent ganks. His main weakness is really his solo fights. You're not going to go solo a Graves in his jungle or a Warwick, an Udyr. You're a clearer and a ganker. Down they go. Gonna go for a W max second. W gives a lot per level, unlike your E. Your E doesn't even get lower on cooldown like your W does. This guy's being a massive nuisance. I gotta leave now. He's doing a lot of damage. Gotta heal up off this. We'll go ahead and burn Smite since we have another charge here. He's being very, very greedy. Gonna go ahead and try to fear him towards my teammate. Got him with my Smite. Down he goes. I got ghost extensions because he died while I had my ghost on there. Might be able to do something bot side. And pop our E. We have the free boots, so we're moving crazy fast. Hey, friend. My Q is not really working there because we only had 1 stack of it off the Nautilus. Luckily, we were moving so fast, it was hard for Soul to hit us with his skill shot laser beam move. Got that wave push. Since we're already here, might as well push it. It's time to reset, spend gold, and for me to blow my nose. And then we win the game. Hecarim is a huge tempo jungler. His tempo comes from his fast clears, his healthy clears, and his good ganks. They do not come from invading and killing the enemy jungler in their jungle, or looking for solos against strong enemy junglers in general. That is his lose con. For your boots, typically you want to push for Lucids. Against their team, they have mixed damage, so Lucids are fine here. And then we'll get Radiant. Radiant, I'm such a fan, because if they have lethality or flat magic penetration like Sorc Shoes, Shadow Flame, or for lethality, let's say Eclipse, Umbral, even if they go for those items on their team, they go for both types, you get armor and magic resist from Radiant to where you completely cancel that out. You get ridiculously tanky. So in this case, Vlad and Sol are likely to get Sorc Shoes, so my Radiant will cancel that out. It's not like we have to prioritize into an early Maw because we don't have magic resist like most Hecarim builds leave him high and dry in that area. You see Lee Sin's top side, he doesn't really have items. We have boots advantage plus actual damage advantage, so we could certainly solo him here. I have my Q stacked up a bit. We'll E for this. Go ahead and smite him down. Even though Yon's solo dying, it's whatever because I'm getting super fed off of it. My Q's stacked. You can't fight me. I literally have an item advantage as well. He literally loses this. I have item advantage. R into Q, down he goes. He made the mistake of not checking items. I have a colossal gold spent advantage there. Teammates get dragged without me. That's hilarious. I can cut off their Nautilus here. Yasuo's still dead. So is the Lee Sin. Question is, where's he going to path through? Probably here. No, he's literally just not coming over here. Never mind. 500 IQ, dude. He outplayed me. Gotta hurry up and get this. Lee Sin's gonna be here shortly. Yonsi sees him underneath his turret. It didn't really seem to be enough, though. Oh, hey, Lee Sin. I have my Q already stacked. He Qs me away. Don't mind if I do. I'll take these then. My Q's on such a short cooldown. We have 2 ability haste items, 55 ability haste because we have blue buff on as well. Knock him out of the air with E. E's a displacement, so only one in a jump or a leap, like a Kha'Zix, Rengar, Tristana, you can knock out of the air with a E. Go for this Yasuo. Zyra's kind of scaring him away though. Yasuo's extremely squishy. Lee Sin doesn't have R. Pretty much all my camps are up right now. My Q's, I don't have any stacks. Can we stop Vlad from getting back to turret? Oh, no, he's already there. Never mind. Lee Sin mid, Sol mid, we're safe to farm. I can't get over there in time anyways. It's a very strange fight since there's really no objective over there. Kel does have R for me. Why did she R herself when she can't auto while she's R'd? That was really troll. She should have let me take aggro. I only broke aggro because Vlad was in blood pool. That didn't make any sense. If she R's me, she can just auto. Got it. I don't really want to play around this Cal. She's gonna R herself. That's kind of trollo lol. And she can't even land the damage on him with her R because she's ranged. She doesn't want to go that deep underneath the turret. Meanwhile, we can stay deep. I don't think I need to go for that. There's no kill pressure there. Right now they're flailing around a bit because they're most likely going to FF15 unless we throw some shutdown gold. Q doesn't quite connect. We'll go back for Radiant Virtue and a control word. Love Radiant Virtue, man. You might be worried saying, oh, it doesn't give any damage. The ability haste on it gives it damage. The ability haste for your Q spam is really valuable. And the thing is, in a fight, by the time you're using your R a lot of the time, your Q will be full stack. And since Radiant Virtue is healing you after you R, the longer you can stay alive with 3 stack on your Q, you're probably going to win the fight anyway. Similar to a Nasus with Radiant Virtue. If Nasus can survive for the full 15-second duration of his R, he probably wins the fight. And that's why Radiant Virtue, second item on Nasus, is so nasty. Similar to Hecarim, but it's because of his Q, not his R. None of this is warded. I've lost all my Q stacks there. Oh, now I find the ward. Soul's bot side by himself. I have my jungle item finished. I can get there really fast. Look. Free boots on Hecarim actually feel really good being able to move super fast. Hey friend, found ya. I'm in the bush as well, so I was moving really fast. Hey friend. I was saving my R for when I can no longer really reach him. Radiant Virtue gave me an okay amount of healing there. I mean, nearly 200, that's something. It also heals your allies as well, so not quite full value. They just hit me with a plant. It's time for dragon. I'll be taking that. He sends in top side for some reason. Draxel win con for Hecarim. Hecarim isn't the strongest soloist in the world. He has 3 AoE abilities, his Q, W, and R. He's for usually multi-target fights is where he shines in the mid-late game. You don't want to be trying to solo a Nasus, Fiora, a Jax, and a side lane. You need dragons for team fights on Heck. I'll E Ghost for this. Smite him, push him back. Tried to push him back towards my team. My auto attack seemed to completely miss though. Down you go. I got Ghost extension since he died while I was on Ghost. And we touch the bush, go all the way up to 500 and something. It's over 100 movement speed. Why didn't I smite that? He definitely doesn't win this. Hey, friend. We'll hit that, get the speed up, get another heal from Radiant Virtue as well. What should it heal us that time? That time it healed us a lot more, my goodness. Hey, friend. Oh, that's not good. I'm gonna die. I don't have my R. I just trolled. Exhaust on the Yasuo. My teammates pinch him off. Soul just stood there in turret mode the whole time and shredded. Vlad goes in with a Ghost. He's got too many targets to focus. Ezreal should just run. Yeah, that was a bad fight on my part. Them being underneath the turret and I didn't have R. Didn't make a lot of sense to fight. Third item in this build. Typically you go Spear of Shojin because of the AD and ability haste. You could make the argument for Cleaver though if they were super tanky. Since they're not, I'd say Spear of Shojin is just fine. Chemtech drags, they're decent. It's mainly going to be useful for our Yone, not necessarily for me, even though I do have some healing. I prefer to have the Wind Drags and Wind Soul. Those are my favorite. By far the most overtuned. So what we're looking for at this stage of the game is trying not to throw any more shutdown gold and playing for drag spawns. We don't have to get more kills. We're already ahead. By forcing kills and then potentially dying, the upside to downside is like all wrong. There's really no upside. There's only potential downside if it goes bad and then we die. It's like that last play I did was our lose condition, essentially. Vlad's way out of position. We can force a kill here. One of them's dead. One of our teammates is dead. I just saw one person on their team bot side. Go and smite him. Push him into the wall. I'll R for this. Wow, Vlad's healing like crazy. I could justify Chempunk Chainsword this game. Big time. Yeah, look at their Radiant Virtue. It's already healed us for almost 1,000. I'll stay over here. Oh, Soul is so annoying, dude. I hate that champ. Okay, they quit. All right, we'll go ahead and do a part 2 because this game was pretty short. I will see you guys there. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to part 2. It's going to be the same thing. Our team is extremely high damage with the Swain, Varus, Diana, and Vayne. Every single one of them has the potential to carry the game. Therefore, going lethality or assassin Hecarim is foolish here. Instead, we'll go for Mana Moon once again for the damage, because you really need the mana on Hecarim. Without it, you can't do much of anything really. So yeah, Mana Moon into Radiant Virtue for tankiness. After Radiant Virtue, we'll look for Shogun for, once again, more tankiness from the HP and the ability haste it provides. If you need even more tankiness at a cheaper price than Spear of Shojin, then you can go for Cleaver. It's 300 cheaper, it gives 100 more HP, and it shreds armor. So if they're like really tanky, if they have like a Rammus, Ornn, Leona, Sejuani, some type of tank champ, then typically Cleaver is going to be better than Shojun third item on Hecarim. They're not tanky though, so it's going to be Shojun again third item. Keeping the things consistent. Fizz mid? Oof. I don't think I've seen anything good come out of a Fizz player in a long time. One thing that comes out of them is poop. That's about it. That is the only thing I see come out of them. That champion does not scale. All of his ability options are somewhat predictable. And yeah, it's not that great. If you think about it, his R is a really bad version of a Malphite R, because it's a harder to land skill shot. It's easier to dodge flash, and even if it lands, the person can still use Zanya's like way after the fact, like right when it's about to go off. Not that good of an ability. This wolf is attacking me from longer range than my Q. It's actually nuts. Sometimes monsters cheat a little bit. I know Hecarim Q has more range than a wolf auto, in the same way that Hecarim Q has more range than a Hecarim auto does. And the big raptor, it makes sense, because the big raptor has ranged autos. Big wolf is not supposed to have ranged auto attacks. Vayne into GP. That does not sound like a fun matchup for anybody. My money's on Vayne though. Vayne has a much better all-in potential. If GP misses a barrel, or if she shoots a barrel, by default he loses that. Wukong can't match our clear speed. Hecarim clear speed is supreme. Like, look, we just did a 3-minute 9 full clear. That's what I'm saying. But she ruined it. She pushed. We should have time to invade. Most junglers finish full clear around 3:30 to 3:35-ish. 3:30 to 3:40. We should have something here. Yep. Big surprise. He's tanking the Gromp right now. So since he's tanking the Gromp, there's no way he can fight that. Plus, I'm already a level up on him, to where he can't fight that anyways. And I know I said that Hecarim isn't the best soloist, but he's also not the worst. Like he can solo tank junglers early on, and he can certainly solo like off meta junglers. I wouldn't say Wukong is a tank or an off meta jungler, but like I said, if I have a level up on him or an HP advantage, there's absolutely no way he's going to win that. Plus he's tanking Gromp, and Gromp is OP. I'm going to keep my Q stack up, hit this thing, try to only hit one minion there so I don't mess up the wave. Let's E over, try to get Scuttle Crab. Hecarim gets so many options from his fast clear. You can either gank first, or you can simply invade the enemy jungler and wreck them. I have red buff advantage here, so even though he has item advantage, I win this. He's dead. He's got nowhere to go. I'm confused. What just happened? Does anyone understand what just happened there? Did that make sense to anybody? How did he get away? So he ghosted. He went invisible. Did he actually round the corner before I could see him? Because I even pulled out when he did that. That didn't make any sense, but all right. All right. We're running out of mana. We need to reset. Vayne Keel still does a little bit there. That's fine, though. We got double Scuttle. Normally you only get one Scuttle on Hecarim. Or on any jungler. Let's go for that Mana Moon. Pick up tier into a Caulfield's. Always tier first. Nice. Use E to get back out onto the map. Looking at the CS is a great way to tell champion competency and lane competency. So we see bot laners are relatively even, except they have kill advantage. MF's waves pushing to my bot lane. Looks like Diana's kind of pushing. I don't know what someone thinks she's doing. And Vayne is pushing. I don't have really any lanes to gank here other than bot. Now Varus is starting to counter push a little bit. MF's wave still coming to him though. She has a huge minion advantage. Wait, are we about to hit? Oh, okay. That's still really fast though. Hitting a pre 7-minute 30 level 6 as a jungler is very nice. We're hitting a 6-minute 9. It's very, very solid. Yeah, I'm gonna go for mid here. He used troll pull. He literally used troll pull. He's dead. He literally used troll pull. He's a goner, dude. No troll pull equals I kill. I can go super far ahead of time. Ghost lasts for 10 seconds. So if it's going to take 5 seconds to get there with Ghost, I might as well pop the Ghost and get there faster. Before his troll pull comes back up. Wasted my E there a little bit. That's alright. Oh, he still had R, by the way. He didn't just solo kill my laner. He did it without using his R. It was kind of funny. Wasn't expecting him to have that. Might even be able to kill Wukong in his Jung hole. He should be on his red buff right about now. Hopefully not level 6. I'm losing my Q stacks. Unfortunate. Got it. Hey, Poop Kong. I got red buff autos on you, buddy. Hey, Sona. Your 80 carry is dead, my dude. You're dead. And you're dead. That is a double. I'll let these minions pass through for my laners. They need it more than I do. I would take Dragon, but I'm already on Krugs. I'll take it with my laners. Hecarim doesn't take dragons that fast by himself since he's an AoE damage type of champ. It's not a Warwick or a Shyvana. Warwick, Shyvana, Master Yi's take dragon really quickly. GP has Sheen. Vayne went for the Noon Quiver. I don't know why I wanted to say quick. Like, I wanted to say like Quicksilver Slash or something weird. It's just Noon Quiver. Sheen is 700. Noon Quiver is, I believe, 1100? No, it's 1300, yeah. So 700 gold spent there versus her 1300 plus Vampiric. So she has a decent item advantage. Wait, Diana just soloed Fizz. That's nasty. Absolutely big. I don't think this is necessarily a good matchup for Wukong. We can hit him while he's invisible with our Q and our W to see exactly where he's going. And we move faster than he does over time to where he can't really get away. So if we have any sort of lead, there's not much he can do against us. We can run him down, out, clear him out, gank him. The best counterplay against Hecarim is when your laners, enemy laners, are playing super safe and you can't gank anything. If Hecarim can't gank, he kind of starts to fall off a little bit in a weird way. He needs tempo. He moves around the map quick. He doesn't have any weight behind it. He ends up wasting his time, is forced to clear a lot more than he would want to. Top lane's looking gankable, head up there. GP's orange won't really help him versus my E. Is Vayne gonna scare him away? Not really. We'll go for Poop Kong instead. He dashed in, used his invis there. I think we got GP flash, we got Wukong Ghost for the low price of our Ghost. Not bad. I'll stack up my Q here a little bit. Got 2 stacks, so let's see where this guy's at. Huh, he's missing. I don't really want Herald. Look at that. Look at him cheat. Double dash. Was this Mario Kart? Hey, Sona. Get her with Smite. Trying to hold on to R's for as long as I can. If you're already in range to hit them, there's no reason to really use your R. Unless you need to fear them to save your teammate's life or something. Yeah, I don't know about that. I probably can't. Ooh, he's dead. R in, hit him with a Q. It's almost like he thought my R was really on cooldown there, so he was willing to go back in. It's kind of funny. Back underneath turret. Wukong's gonna kill us. It's from here to here. We'll keep an eye on that. Have our mouse click the other way. All right, cool. Let's go for the Mana Moon into Gensare team. Probably plated, honestly. And then we'll go for Radiant Virtue. The reason why I say plated is the MF Wukong GP, they're triple physical damage. And their Sona and Fizz are behind. If they have a good mix of both, or if they're slightly physical damage heavy, plated is a no-brainer, since turrets, monsters, minions, bear, and dragons all do physical damage. You get much higher value out of the plated. Plus, Hecarim R goes through all CC. You can go through a Veigar cage with it, or like a Morgana snare if you time it properly. So, yeah. You only really get Merc Treads or Tenacity if you really need it. Swifties are definitely viable on Hecarim. I would only recommend Swifties if they have huge slows on their team. But even then, Phase Rushes usually cancels that out. So if they had like a Nasus, Nunu, Ashe, you can justify Swifties. Like I said, if you're running Phase Rush, that's usually good enough against slows to where Hecarim doesn't go Swifties very often anymore. It's pretty much always Lucids or plated. If I had a bigger front line, I would have gone Lucid since they're cheaper and give higher damage output. Since they give ability haste. This boot doesn't actually do any damage for us. Since my team is super high damage and very squishy, I'm going to tend to favor the tinkier items. Let them step up a bit. Get our E going nice and quick. Pop out. Boom. There it is. He hits the barrel for the speed up. I smite him. Oh, he got me with that. That's unfortunate. He's actually going to kill me there. That is really awkward. Because I had really good items to fight him with. Plated and armor. All he has is Essence Reaver. I needed to hit that barrel. If I hit him instead of the barrel, I might actually win that. But, yeah, he landed the barrel and I ended up wasting an auto attack's worth of damage. GP's OP, man. They need to nerf him. I've seen way too much of him this patch. He doesn't have to play very well. He can lose lane, and he still gets a crazy amount of gold from First Strike and from using his abilities. We need this dragon. Yeah, Sona's kind of hovering it. She's really squishy. I'll be taking all of this. She laid a lot of words here. Can't even break them all. There's too many words for me to break. How ridiculous is that? Too many words. Poop Kong is top. You can't contest this dragon. MF is probably on Krugs. The enemies aren't that far behind in CS, top and bot. There's a huge kill discrepancy, but the actual CS is about the same. Jungle items finished. Touch the bushes and go much faster now. Take up a lot of space, the blue jungle item. As a jungler, your green jungle item and red one don't really interact with monsters. By the time you finish your jungle item, around 15 minutes into the game, towards the earliest, you're already going to be farming full health on most jungle champions and healing off the monsters in a positive way. So the green one doesn't, at that point, the shield on doesn't really help you against monsters. The red one doesn't do damage against monsters. To where the blue one is helpful because it gets you around the map much quicker by touching a bush. Go ahead and push this out real quick. I really shouldn't be split pushing. I'm in a weird spot on the map right now. Not where I want to be. If anything, I want to be over there with my teammates. Set this up. Hey, MF. Got my W on. That's a double R. We went through her R there. Kind of dodged off to the side with it. There's 3 of them bot side here. No way. Touching the bushes, and I'm on ghost extensions. They can't keep up with me at all. I'm moving 900 movement speed there. Let me go back into the full clear, play around dragon spawns. I don't want to throw my shutdown this game like I did last game. I'll reset when I can afford Radiant Virtue. Look at that movement speed, my goodness. Whenever you kill the large monster in a camp or otherwise, get that big movement speed bonus. Or bushes, of course. The raptors are gone. Who did that? It's a real turd move. Is this fishing for a kill? He misses shark. My R's on... Wait, seriously? My jungle item didn't finish that? It's supposed to attack twice, roughly doing 20 to 40 true damage AoE. It's bugged against Scuttle, though. Like, can't keep up. It's weird. It's supposed to attack twice once you're done attacking. Against Scuttle, sometimes it doesn't. Someone on their team's voting no right now. I'll take all of their camps. This is a bad fight. Even if I was over here, I would die. I'm not going to dive multiple of them underneath their turret. It doesn't make sense. They all have a full item. I have a full item right now. Even though they don't have many kills, they have similar CS to my team. I'm taking both jungles right now. That's what I like. Oh, man, he gets the kill. Almost dies for it. We can take Baron when it spawns. I'm not in a rush to take Herald. I think Herald's crap. It only takes a plate down at a time. It's only good if your whole team groups on it to where you can get multiple turret hits in with it. All right, I need it back. I'm sitting on too much gold to stay. Oh, MF wasn't paying attention, you silly fool. You fool. We'll go ahead and push this since we're already here. Very nice. And the reset. Boy, oh boy, we can get Radiant Virtue. It's time to team fight. Let's go for Shojan here. Very nice. Vayne's stealing my blue buff. What a bunghole. Vayne's not even a mana hungry champion. She only has 3 abilities she can use, and one of them's her R. Her silver bolts are free. If I'm in river and in bush, how fast do I go? 551. Decent. What if I'm on my E? I get all the way up to nearly 800 if I'm on my E, bush plus river. They're turtling up, trying to force us to dive them underneath their turrets. There's no need. You can slow cook them by taking every dragon. You can't outscale 4 dragons in Soul when you have 0 dragons. It doesn't work that way. Making me break that. Sona exhausted me. I can't kill her underneath turret with an exhaust on my head. Oh well, we get double flash plus Sona art. They'll lose an inhib or 2, and then we can look for a Baron. Kind of need Varus to help with this inhib over here. The way they're stacked on it. Oof, that kind of hurt. Not like that. You can definitely take Baron. I can tank it with my W. Don't, Varus, no. Wait, why is Swain trying to steal it from me? I was That's so weird. Me and Swain both have Radiant Virtue. Sick. The Baron doesn't really do any damage to Hecarim. Your W spam armor mat, it resists healing. Since we're tanking, we're doing 50% less damage as well. And that's the bot side. What a goober. She's rage split pushing. It's a classic AD carry move when they're behind. Just stay with the wave indefinitely. Bear should grab red buff real quick. He needs it more than I do. He's got ranged auto attacks. I don't plan on backing until I can afford Shojin outright. There'd really be no point right now to reset. Race car mode. Varus is thick, man. He's blocking me. What a thick champ. GP's 2 full item. I'm not even 3 full item. GP has as much items as me with 60 less CS and with 5 less kills. That's what I'm saying, man. That champ's broken. Can't really go in like this. They're stacked underneath 2 turrets. I don't think Fizz realizes that I'm actually tanky. Yeah, that's pretty hilarious. That's a double. I even took some fountain damage. Radiant Virtue's healing me and my teammates. Off of 1R, Radiant Virtue just healed us a fudge load. What a game, what a life. If you enjoyed this Hecarim video and you learned something, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is King Sticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.